Generic greetings and welcome to a recent rediscovery, not on the same level of, say, an archaeologist finding a long-lost tomb, but more akin to perhaps the mother of a 2-year-old who's just found a piece of Swiss roll behind the radiator and now knows what that weird smell was. If that analogy doesn't work for you, then obviously we're talking about Dungeon of the Endless here, a roguelike dungeon defense game with RPG elements. I think that's the best way to describe it. It's as if a student project with loads of different elements was put together and apparently they all connected and worked because, well, apparently they know what they were doing. It's a game that I haven't played in, I would guesstimate, 2 or 3 years, but I really don't know exactly when it was the last time I played this thing, and it was actually a friend that was playing it, and I thought, oh yeah, I should give that one a go, and we played some co-op, and I've been enjoying some single player, so I thought I would play a little bit more and enjoy Beverage and bring you along for the ride. By the way, today's beverage is a nice tropical juice drink, because that's pretty much all I had when I went for the one shop this week, because we're in the isolation station hunkering down in the bunker. So let's go to new game and we will see a little bit of a cutscene. The idea of the game is that you crash in a pod and you have to escape. You'll start with a couple of characters and you'll go between rooms and then kill monsters and then finally escape or die. That's normally the outcome, to be honest with you. Although I have recently finished it, although I did put it on the too easy difficulty. The fact that there's only 2 difficulties is interesting. You've got too easy and easy, but anyway, we'll stick with easy for now because, well, we're just trying a little bit out. And you can get different pods as well. Some of these have to be unlocked by completing certain milestones. So, for example, this library pod here. Unlock spaceship, you need to fulfill this achievement. Research all modules level 1 in a winning game. And you can see on the left-hand side what bonuses or negatives they will award you. So, for example, armory pod, you start with 4 heroes. So that's 2 more than you usually start with. You can have a total of 4 heroes, but you normally start with just the 2, as you can see there. So start with 4 heroes, but no additional heroes in the dungeon, so if one dies, that's it. No modules except for food at the start. That's quite a problem. No offense, our industry modules can be researched, so you are relying very much on the heroes. We're going to go with probably the basic escape pod because, well, we are. And then we have to select our heroes. Once again, these are discovered in the dungeon, so if they're like this symbol here, so it's just a black background with a question mark, they're unknown. We've never even met them. Whereas these ones here, we've met them, but we haven't yet reached as soon as you've met them, you have to then recruit them and then get 3 floors with them, and then that unlocks them to play. So we're going to go with probably someone who's very good at attacking, so we'll go with this one here. This is Honourable Experiment, and then I actually think probably someone like the Butcher. Oh, they're both actually quite... The box actually quite aggressive. That's Opbot DV8. That is an over-enthusiastic surgeon, okay? Some of them are DLC, so I think the ones down here, for example, are DLC. What's this one here, actually? This is Rosetta Q. Like all Rosetta models, QV1819 was designed to be the first point of contact new species. I really don't know what they're about, although they do have a very good speed. By the book, mediocre health points, and not very good at damaging stuff, although they can, I think, probably operate some modules. You know what, I've never tried them, so I'm going to give that one a go. I believe this is a DLC one, and yes, you might have noticed that there are some Team Fortress 2 ones, because... well, I can't even answer that question. Anyway, so we're going to go with easy and click start, and basically we will crash, and... boom, there we go. Very different to the other games that Amplitude made, obviously Endless Legend, Endless Space 1 and 2, etc. But it is set in the Endless universe, so we do have our industry, science, food, and dust. In this particular case, dust is used to power up different rooms. How do you power rooms? Well, I'm going to use this character to open the door and we will start to discover different areas, and there you go, we go in and we can use middle mouse to power that up, and then you can see on the floor there are some points of interest, so we'll put them back. These ones here are the small modules, so you can put things like the prisoner prod, so it's like a basically little turret, or options for healing and defense and that sort of thing. But we also have this thing here on the left, which these are the major modules, and you can say put an industry generator on there, and then we place that, and then that'll generate industry. You can see we got +8, +2, +4, and there you go. That's what you generate every time you open the door, basically. It's not like over time. And let's have a quick look at this character. Let's have a look at the skills, actually. So this one here, we have heroes in room, speed increase, and monsters in room, dust loot increased as well, so pretty good there. You can also level up the heroes, and you've got all of these statistics as well, like damage and speed. This character here, we have got your back, self-defense, plus 10% when grouped with other players they trust. I don't know what's classed as trust, but there you go. And team spirit, defense if not alone in the room. Okay, so they are better with multiple characters. So what I'll do is I'll move them in here. I think you can select Can you select multiple characters? You can select multiple characters, and we'll tell them to go there, and you can see they are opening this room, and there we go. We have no monsters, so they will start attacking, and shouldn't be too much of a problem, and there we go. That's now taken down. I'm going to power that room up, and then place... Oh, I was going to place a food replicator there, but we need 25, and I'm not generating that amount. The reason you would power them up is because any unpowered rooms with nobody in there has a chance of spawning monsters, so we're just going to go down here. And this is a dead end. I'm hoping to find some dust, but it looks like we have found some industry thing instead, and that's +5 industry, which is a shame because we have not enough dust to power that room, which means monsters can spawn there. Looks like we can only go up here, so we'll just have a quick check, and this is going to be a fairly big corridor, and this is actually science. I'm just going to go down, see if there's anything there. No, you'll get a symbol pop up to say if there's anything spawned, so there you go. So we have got some science here, a science module, and we can set research for like science center and auto dock shards, which heals. We can't do any of that because, well, we haven't got any science points. Well, not enough science points anyway. We're only generating the 2 there. And there's some dust and some monsters. I'm going to go back here and... Nope, there you go. Oh, but you can see there's been some monsters spawn in there. Ah, yes, and monsters spawn there as well. So I've pulled back to this central position because obviously it's a better defensive point for us. We can start to heal heroes, as you can see on the top right there. We do have options to heal them if need be. That does obviously use food, but I don't think we'll do that at this point because, quite frankly, there's no point. And I'll power that room up, and there we go. So now nothing can spawn on the left-hand side there. So I'm going to go back down and place a food replicator in there, and that will generate some food for us. Speaking of food, we're going to go over to this character, open the bar here, and then we'll level up, which gives them a skill. The skill is called Warface. Self, attack power +18, target attack power -15 in unpowered rooms. Duration is 8 seconds with some cooldown as well. So there we are. So that's not a bad little open there. I'm going to open the one on the left hand side because why not? Our objective is to find the elevator. And oh, there we go. That's some good amount of dust. I'm going to go back to the center because we might get some spawns there, and I'd rather just hold this point. We're going to power that one up there like so. And what do we want to do now? Well, that's nothing. We can't put anything there. Can't put anything in there. I'm very tempted to put a science center in there, the science creator, but I don't know. Well, we can't do it at the moment because we don't have enough points. So I'll just go up the top there. As you progress on, you'll find more enemies. It'll get more difficult. And oh, this one's actually automatically powered up because of, well, reasons. I'll try and power it down. Yes, powered by mysterious force. Probably dust. And there's some monsters. I'm going to pull back to this one because there's chance of spawning on the left and right. You can see the speed that we get there. And we'll just hold up here. It's not too difficult at this stage, but as you progress on, it does get a lot more difficult, as I mentioned. And you do find different monsters and such. And there we are. Because I can't recall ever playing with all of the DLC, but I obviously have picked it up at some point, probably when it was on a ludicrous sale where it's like 90% off or something. I think there's only 2 pieces of paid DLC, but they had different monsters and dungeon options and things like that, and pod selection. But yeah, and let's go ahead and place a science one there. There we are. But yes, I picked it up and there's been new stuff I've discovered, which is quite cool. So, nice bit of breath of fresh air on that one. So, we've got these rooms here. You can see there's no little red markers on this one, so no areas to open up. So, we're just going to have to continue going forward. I'm very tempted to place some defensive stuff around here. That might be a good idea, although I'm also tempted to start unlocking things. We have the auto dock shards, which is at 7 health regen to heroes in the same room, and NPCs, and 50% in rooms without monsters. Okay, so if you place it further back, you can sort of run back, heal, and then run out. Smoking gun is a weapon from a crime scene adapted into a module, but beware of overheating. And then also tear gas. Applies damage per second to monsters in the same room. Divides defensive monsters in the same room by 2. That's pretty good, actually, but it does say monsters only. I'm going to go with auto dock shards, and we'll analyse that, and it'll take a certain amount of time. I believe it's... Is it 3 turns? Yes, turn 3 turns is what it is. So we're going to go to the left-hand side here and obviously get more options for the dungeon. And there's some dust, and there's the exit too. So let's rush back here because we are probably going to get some spawns. Although, oh no, we don't get spawns because it's that one there. So not enough power. Well, we did discover some dust, but we didn't get enough to power the rooms. Now, we do have the option of just picking up that car and running to the exit. That is something we can do, but I'm going to continue on at this stage because we are trying to do all we can to get as much dust, enough resources and stuff that we can. I'm just going to pull back. There's nothing there. No, we'll power that room because why not? And continue on. So nothing really in that room. Just obviously we're getting all these resources, which is good. I've got decent amount of food on. That's been mysteriously powered as well, and also auto duck shards. But we have got a spawn here and spawns in here, so I'm going to run straight past them all because, as you can see, the monsters are swarming towards my core, and they are now starting to attack these things here. I am also going to level up this character because why not? And there you go. I'm also going to activate our War Face ability to give myself some more attack power, and that shouldn't be too much of a problem to defeat those. And there you go. They are now killed. Right, and can either of these repair? No, it doesn't look like they can. I've just gained a skill in this one called Enlightener. Attack power +4 from monsters in room, and defense +3 from monsters in room. So basically, this character is very good when there's a lot of monsters there, and not alone, so quite a good supporting character, I find. We got enough points to, once again, level up, so I will do that. When you level up, obviously, you gain HP, defense speed, and other stuff, depending on what character you are, and also different skills, passive and active. So there's those two characters there. That's done. I'm going to then head up to the left-hand side. Looks like we've only got probably 1 or 2 more points to open up at this stage, and you can see there's a little bit of delay on the door so they can stack up like that, and looks to be some industry, but I'm going to immediately pull back as soon as we open it because I'm very... No, I was worried that something's going to spawn there. It looks like it hasn't. So 1 more door. So we'll go for that. Wow, that character is really, really fast. And there you go. You've opened all the doors in this dungeon, so that is it done. And let's pull right back because, yeah, we're getting spawns all over the place. You can see all of these alerts here to show where they are. We're going to pull right back to this central position, and we will hold here. Now, this is where we have a little bit of a problem because now that we've opened all of the doors, I'm actually going to... Oh, I'm going to have to start healing the character because they're taking a lot of damage there. So let's keep on healing them like so. And looks like some are passing by, so we're going to run back as well. You can obviously run out the room if you need be, so that's not a big problem. But there you go. We are taking some damage still. I'm hopefully not going to have to heal because I don't want to waste any of the food. I will risk it, and... There you go, because once the combat ends... Oh, no, we still got one coming in. Once the combat ends, you then heal full automatically, so that's good, for free. So, we now have the option to get to the exit, and the problem with that is that we have all of these unpowered rooms that will start spawning monsters. So I'm going to power that one down, which will power... Oh, no, that one's... Is that automatically powered up? Nope, it's not powered up. I was going to say, you have to have a chain, so if I say unpower that one, this room will power off like that. I'm going to power off that one, then one, so probably up to there, then that one, and then that one, and that's really the only options we have, because the rest we can't power down, because if I power down that one, then you can see all of these rooms turn off, apart from the ones that are powered by mysterious forces. So we're going to get some spawns on that side, and probably spawns on the left and right, and this is as soon as I pick up the core. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the character with the most offense, and I'm going to put them in here. Oh, actually we can set some more research, but it only works when you open the doors, so there's no point in doing that right now. So I guess we're just going to have to go probably like that. We'll defend from this point, probably take some hits from either side here, and then we're going to rush up to there, which will probably have some monsters, but I'm hoping we'll be alright. Okay, so we will pick up the car and then immediately tell them to go there, and we'll see spawns. Yeah, there's got spawns on the right hand side. Because this is a fairly quick character, you can see we are moving slower with the car, but not too slow, so let's just quickly rush past. And I mean, obviously this character is going to get attacked and stuff, but it's not too much of a problem. So we got our attacker on the point here, and then as soon as we get the car in, we have the option to exit, and there you go, and job done. So I would say a perfect room there. A little bit of damage taken. We had to spend some food on healing them, but it's not too much of an issue. So let's go to the next floor. Okay, so how much food we got? 16 food, but we do have 65 industry, which is good. So what we'll do is we'll head down and start to place some things in here. Let's power that up and then go straight for... Tempted for an industry generator, because that is like the backbone of the whole economy, really. And then down here, and that is full of monsters. We'll power it up because why not? And we will also place a food replicator there. You can see you can build when you're fighting, it's not a problem, but the speed is drastically reduced. And continue going down, and this is sort of what I was looking forward to. Oh, that's actually good. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop going that way because I want to check out... You can see there's 2 other areas on this elevator point here where our core is. And, oh, that is a crystal, which gives us Heroes in floor attack power plus 80% and heroes in floor speed minus 30%. Okay, fair enough. So you can see, yeah, we're a lot slower there. What I'm trying to do is open up the rooms that are connected to this core, and we'll see where we can put defensive points. Gas mask added to your inventory. Let's check that out then. So check an inventory in the gas mask. It is defense plus 10, unlocks gas mask ability. So if I put it on, ironically, the robot that doesn't need it, not affected by toxic cloud. Okay. I will... What's their defense in general? Their defense is 26, and this guy's is 27. I'm going to put it on this guy because they are the one that is most likely to be running forward and attacking. I'm actually going to level up this one as well, and we get the Tower of Babel. Self. All monsters with less than 25% HP in the same room with Rosetta are killed instantly and explode, dealing zone damage to monsters around them. Zone damage radius when monsters explode plus 100, and self zone damage power when monsters explode plus 15. Wow. A non-stop flow of multi-syllabic words confuses even the most enraged enemy. Cool. That's a thing. Right, let's continue on to the right-hand side this time, and we'll find a mysteriously powered room once again, and this time we're going to go to the left. And that is a complete dead end. So this is good. The dead end is alright for us. And this is science. I'm just going to pull back to here because, yeah, I thought we were going to get some monsters. So there we go. We'll take all those out and not too much of a problem. So we might as well have a little check and see what science things we can unlock. A land module adds 120% defense to all major modules on the floor and defense to minor modules, so nothing that we're going to use at this stage. Biomass factory gives one industry every 6 months is killed, so that's where you can set up a choke point and then drag them in that and make sure you fight in there. That's actually not a bad idea. Prisoner Prod 2 actually, which is increase attack power, and then bio-organic transference. Each kill heals up to 100 HP based on killed monster power distributed across heroes in the room. Now that's fairly good, and I think we'll probably get that after the biomass factory. So there we are. Right, this is where we have a little bit of an issue because now we can get spawns from there, and we need to open up, well, elsewhere. So I'm hoping for at least one more energy in this room, one more dust, and if we get that, we can power that room and we can totally forget about that. And that's not the case, but I'm guessing there's going to be, yep, there's some spawns. So I'm just going to pull back to here. And there you go. Oh, we got this like crystalline thing. I believe some of the monsters are recognizable from other Endless games. In fact, there is like a crystalline entity type thing, and I can't remember what it's called. Silic? I think they're called Silics in Endless Legend, but there you are. You see, we just unlocked some more pictures for the album because, well, you do. And that's dust. I will power that room. No, I can't, but I'm going to have to pull back to the central core because we have monsters coming in. And what I want to do is probably activate this skill like that. And once, yeah, you can see they blow up when they get attacked there. And our core is being attacked, which is bad because it does lose dust when it gets attacked. I think there's actually one achievement to go through and not have any. I think you unlock a pod by completing an entire dungeon to successful completion anyway, and not have any place a science generator there, and not have any damage on that, which I think is very, very difficult indeed. Certainly not something I've achieved. So that's, once again, no dust, which is a problem. I'm going to stick in here for a time until these monsters start coming in here, and I will activate his main ability. And this one, you see, he's got a 4-turn cooldown, which is a problem, and also we're losing a monstrous amount of HP. So I'm just going to have to continually heal these guys up, although we've done most of the damage there that we need to, and the monsters are down. And there we go, a little bit of dust extra, but nothing. It's not opening that up. Okay, we have to try. We're fighting a war on several fronts here, which is not something I want to do. What I'll do actually is I'm going to get this character to rush down and open that door, and I'm just going to pull them back to here. Actually, you know what we could do? We could put that character in there, couldn't we? Now that I'm thinking about it, it's always helpful. Put that character in there, then rush down with this one, open the door, then pull back to here, and that's a dead end too. So that's actually all right, and that's actually the exit as well. So now that we've done that, we can pull back to there. Not that there would be any spawns anywhere. And now power that room, so we won't get any spawns at all. That is good. Actually, is there anything we can select on this one? Because I believe now we have the Prisoner Prod, yes, and we also have the Biomass thing. So we can go for Dustfield Gem, which is 30% defense in room. Yeah, we're going to analyze that one because that is quite a good one. So this is a complete dead end, and we've also got the exit there. And we now need to think... So nothing to be worried about from this side, and currently nothing to be worried from that side. But this is all... I can't unpower that one. And I can unpower that one, these two in fact, but that'll turn off the modules that we've got in there, which we obviously were using to, well, generate resources. So when I open rooms down here, we'll then have to fight on the left-hand side. What I'm going to do then is probably put this character in there, rush this character down to the bottom, open the door, and then pull back. I don't know if that's going to work out, but we shall see. We've got 38 food, and that means we can level up, but then we'll be on dangerously low food for healing, which... I think is something we should probably... Yeah, we'll probably keep hold of it just for... Oops, that's the wrong character. Put them back into there so we don't get any spawns. Pull that one down to the right-hand side. I'm hoping for some more dust, but there you are. And there's some more dust. And indeed no monsters. That's perfect. So we're just going to rush into here. We'll power that up because why not? Although I'm very tempted to power that room. And there you go. There is attacking in here. Both characters are there. And can't activate the war... face. I'm very tempted to not heal, but it's obviously... Nah, they're going to die. I'm going to have to heal them up a little bit. And, oh, they're taking even more damage than I would have thought there. Let's put a couple of points in there. Yeah, if I'd level these characters up, we wouldn't have nowhere near the required amount of food. But obviously this is, you could argue, wasteful, because obviously we're using this food, and... we should be really using it to level up the heroes, but there you are. So that's done. What I'm going to do now is go for a different approach. I'm going to power down that room, power up that room, and I will put in... actually, do I want to do that? In reality, we have to power up all of this chain going to this exit. Don't we? Yes, is my answer to myself. Because... this is where we have to get to. So anything down here that we like build and stuff is sort of wasteful because we always want to have this powered when we can. So what I'm going to do is completely ignore the south for defense, place prisoner prods in there and a biomass factory, and actually I'll destroy one of those and place an auto dock module as well. And the reason for that is I can open up this with one character and then just sit there. Do I want to do that? Yes, I think I do. And I also want to put some prisoner pods in here. They're only 3 each, and we're getting 8 a turn, so going in there is pretty good. That should do us for now. And that's still analysing. No, it's finished analysing, but there's nothing else we can get. So pull back to there, put a auto dock shard in there, and probably should have put a biomass factory in there, but I'll wait until one's actually destroyed. Right, okay, we will continue down, and once again I'm going to open up one of these doors and then rush back to this point. So we've got 2 choke points now. And because we've discovered the exit, we could happily leg it and just go back to oh, that's a fast carrot, whatever that's running. Yeah, we could easily leg it and just get our way out, but we'll see. I'm going to activate their ability, the Warface, to get more attack power there, and you can see that having these choke points has worked out marvelously well, actually, because yeah, they died and we took very little damage. So moving up to the top here, and this is a character that we can talk to. So this is a merchant, and we can buy certain things from them. We've got a pea shooter, a 6-gun, dehydrated water, which unlocks extenders, practical for those long dry spells. Okay, and got some bracelets which give some attack power. All cost food. And neither of our characters are ranged. They're all use these broadsword type symbol. So do I want to get anything from them? I don't know what extenders does. It just says max HP and then there's a passive effect, but I don't know what that passive effect would be. I'm very tempted just to level up, quite frankly. Yes, I think I'm just going to level up 4 now. But anyway, that one is that one open? Yeah, that's fine. So over to the left hand side, we now have the Tower of Babel ability again. So rush into there, pull back, because that is the way we're going to keep fighting this. There's actually no spawns on the left. I'm just going to wait here and see what this guy fares like on their own. And doesn't seem to be any great issue. There you go. I mean, very easy, in fact. Right, rush down. So you have to balance, obviously, your expenditure, and you know, the more you spend and waste, obviously you're going to not have for the next one. And we have another recruit. That's good. That's very good, in fact. Sadly, we don't have the, was it 34? Yeah, 34 for this character. So I'm going to open up this next room, and hopefully it's not the last one. It is. Damn it. Oh, that's a thing. Right, we're going to hold up here, because as you can see, this character, even though we're not recruiting... Oh, I'm going to have to leg it. Bye, I'm off. Yeah, they're getting attacked. And they've killed that character as well. Right. So, we didn't have enough food for it. And we need to spend it in... Yeah, they're a lot faster than I thought. Right, so we've lost a character, and we don't have enough for other characters, so let's just take out what we can from here. And I will put some more points into healing, because, oh, good grief, this is so bad. Perhaps taking this other support character was not great for this particular run, and I think I'm going to have to leg it, and hopefully they're going to follow me. They're not going to follow me. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Nope, nope, nope. So I'm just gonna have to stand here and... Oh yeah, you can see, because it's been attacked, all of this is now going down, and because we're not powered up, I can't use the healing there. And I think that's gonna be game, set, and match. Yeah, that was a terrible, terrible run. So game over. 31 doors opened, 124 monsters killed, total time of 20 minutes, a score of 1,006. But basically, don't be clapping it. Don't be clapping it. The previous one I did, as you can see here, it was too easy, but we had 7,584. So to be fair, though, I mean, yes, we got all 12 levels on this one because it was too easy. The score was quite low. Either way, that was a terrible run, but I think a fair representation of Dungeon of the Endless, which we will leave there. I didn't expect to... I expected to get at least 2 or 3 floors in before failing, but that is the first time I have played that character. I do like that character, though, the Rosetta Q. I think next time I would probably play with something a bit more basic, so someone like the Butcher here, who's pretty good for just attacking, and maybe even the Medibot, because... yeah, probably a decent combo. Either way, the fact that you've got loads of options for your pods, you've got loads of hero choices and stuff to unlock and find, I find it quite moreish, and certainly something I'm playing more of. If you like what you see, then by all means check the link out in the description if you want to check the game out yourself. If you want to see more, then drop us a comment, and we'll see how we get on. As always, if we haven't enjoyed the video, thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.